Okay, let's retry it. All right.
You went from CJ to Champ, and then next thing I know was titties.
Okay. Today we have a reaction with. You gonna say your name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
God fucking damn it. Okay. How y'all doing today? I'm Chocolate Daddy, and this is
Patrick.
I fucking hate you. We're reacting to CjDaChamp.
That's not my wallet.
Oh my! Shut up. We're reacting to CjDaChamp, Light Yagami. I can't stand you. That nigga, Patrick.
All I'm just saying is that's not my wallet.
Oh my god, the anime's deadliest serial killer. Well, all right then. It's a good way to start.
I'm going to jail! Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of anime's deadliest serial killers. And today we dive into the case of the most notorious serial killer in anime history. And that is none other than Kira, aka Light Yagami. And my god, with all the evidence and the amount of victims this man racked up, this case is gonna be a beefy one. So let's stop wasting time. So without further ado, it's time to dive in to the Kira case. Light Yagami, one of the most diabolical niggas to ever exist. A man with a kill count that ranges in the 6 figures.
Let me just ask this real quick. Real quick. Have you watched DeathNote?
Nope. I've seen like bits and pieces because Whitney used to watch. Whitney watched it. I just know I just know like he was doing it for like the good of people at first, and then he turned evil, and then the nigga who was like the Shinigami, is that what it's called? Shinigami? The Shinigami that was like control the DeathNote betrayed him at the end and said, "All right, nigga, you dead. Goodbye. Goodbye, boy. Back to the lobby."
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Hold up, try to make sure the application's acting right here. I don't know how they work. We're just gonna see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. He got DeathNote, found DeathNote, and then just went off the berserk, the boohoo.
Cult praising this guy, thinking that he's the Messiah. I need somebody to help me.
That's it.
That's it.
But you have to wonder, how did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built ass nigga
Damn.
be one of the most notorious mass murderers in fiction? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are here. So first off, we need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides.
Oh shit, hello.
This is the DeathNote. Now I'm pretty sure everybody knows
The fuck is that
this thing works,
face?
but if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. The note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. And finally, after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be...
Can you hear the video now?
6 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, with all that explained, we can now move into the first major incident. And that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light...
Damn, nigga, 52?
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book. So later on, when
Not
Light
black,
got
though.
home, bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in...
Jacob, what the fuck? I just caught on what you just said. You ain't slick.
I say something wrong.
All right. So Light's intrusive thoughts took over. So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it. Let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! Children have been set free in the asylum just f***ed over and died. Well, this man Light was shook. He was like, no. It was just coincidence, right? No fucking way, right? But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of Light. But Light needed to be random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name down. So later on that same night, while Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers come up and start to harass her. So ugly biker bastard right here ends up saying, "Hey there, pretty lady. How about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in who us?"
I hate him. I hate him.
No matter where you go, you can't escape the curse.
Oh my god, I'm tired of the hawk do. I don't need her to hawk do. I need her to hawk.
So these freaky ass niggas try to read
Oh my god. That
shorty in the parking lot. While Light was in the convenience store watching the whole thing like, not on
This
my
is
watch,
SpongeBob music in the
69
fucking.
Oh
times.
god.
They wrote bro's name down and made the cause be of accidental death, and the rest was history. Old girl breaks away while ugly bastard tries to track her down. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Truck-coon got his ass.
And just like that, Light caught another body, and this man was stunned.
Hey,
He
can
was
we
like,
pause real quick?
What's up?
So, cause I noticed that he said, when he tried to, that he, I shouldn't probably have said that. Just, just
Yeah, grape.
When he
Grape.
tried to assault her, when he tried to assault her, he said redo of the healer. And I noticed yesterday, Billy and Mars said the same thing too. What the fuck happens in redo the healer?
You don't know what happens in redo of the healer?
No, I've never read it. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I've never heard of it. Until, like,
oh,
redo of the
bro,
healer?
there is so much that happens in redo of the healer. I'm gonna have to break that down after this, okay? I'm gonna give you a full rundown about redo of the healer, but it's gonna be after this video.
Is there just a lot of sexual assault and redo of the healer?
Is that bad? Is that bad? To the point where I know season 2 ain't gonna happen to redo of the healer, but it's that bad. You would think you are watching hentai. It's that bad. It's I can't even say it's worse than Berserk. I don't know.
Nothing can beat Berserk in that aspect, at least for me.
Light's God complex was born. This man went back to the crib, locked the door looking like he about to beat that thing, and said, "I'm about to cleanse this world of its garbage." So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started
writing them down.
Started writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day, and he just started racking up bodies, going crazy, thinking in his head, "Yeah, that ugly bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day."
Bro was like delete, 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 delete.
And this man went through the whole night just writing down.
Can we talk about how he just made dude have a heart attack just to fall off the building?
This man breathing hard as hell, looking like he just ran a 5K. And just off of that one night, this man killed 52 criminals. Now here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks. Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100. So after Light racked up all of his first victims, the name Kira started spreading like wildfire because Light was constantly dropping off niggas. He was killing multiple criminals, and people all around the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just glazing this nigga, and this just amped up his god complex even more.
Just boost up his ego, bro.
That's right. Glaze me, nigga. Polish this Willie. And of course, now he got this.
That sounded like fucking Gabe.
Him, okay, hold up. Him, the Shimigami, whatever how you properly say it and stuff like that. Bro is just there for shits and giggles. He actually is the one that dropped him that book because he just wanted to go do something. He was just bored. That was really his only motive. He was like, all right, here's the book. You can do whatever. You can do all that. But when you get caught, I'm offing you. I'm out. Yeah, he's like, I'm offing you.
Attached to his hip the whole time now. But even though Light was killing only criminals, at the end of the day, it was still murder. And this is when this man fell for the trap. Now, this is the moment where you just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live TV. So a worldwide public service announcement comes on TV. And this man announces himself as L. But obviously this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Lynn L. Taylor starts speaking and saying, "Good afternoon, world. My name is Lynn L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you. You are evil, and you are just a mindless serial killer. And I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice." So while Light is watching this, here come this instigating ass nigga. Ooh, Light, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga pressing your shit right now. What the fuck you gonna do about it, huh?
He shows style instigating.
I'm fucking evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga. I am God, and you can suck my divine dick 6 feet under. So Light got to work quick. He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat, and after he...
Fucking dumb ass, bro. Dumb ass. For a smart motherfucker, right? For a smart person, right? Why would the person that's hunting you down, right? He's hunting you down, why would he purposely go on display with his full name, right? Just knowing you can... Oh, God. At that moment, I sat there and was like, you can't be that dense.
He was like,
He's on live television.
show the world what happens if you defy me. So 40 seconds later, and Lynn L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies.
The muscle man noise.
He got it in the bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Pussy, you was talking to that shit. What's good, I can't believe it. You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I get my introverted ass on TV and f***ing press you like this? You one stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed? Yeah, he was due for execution today anyway, so he could go f*** off. Also, this is not a worldwide broadcast. We only broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan. So guess what, motherfucker?
We know you in Japan.
So come on, motherfucker. Go on ahead and try to kill me. Do it. Come on. I'm waiting for you right here. Don't be a pussy bitch. Show me you got some balls on you. Or is it that you need a name and a face? Fuck. He got your ass. Kira, know this. Oh, my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass, and I'm gonna put your nigga ass in a slam. So, L played Light like a fool.
Oh, God, bro.
The investigation on Kira went into full effect. So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims. And our first key victim is Ray Pinber. Now, Ray Pinber was a FBI agent. Yeah, this case got so
A
big
true
that this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to come solve this case. Because that's how horrendous this shit got. Because Light was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at least one body an hour and just toying with L the whole time. So L suspected that whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police, because how the hell would this person be getting all this information on these criminals? And what do you know? Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person that had ties to the police be kept under surveillance by the FBI. And Ray Pember's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat. So Light decided, I'm gonna have to put this man in a coffin. So Light came up with this devious ass plan. And that was the bus jacking incident. So for this, Light needed a guinea pig. So he found another local crackhead on the most wanted list, Kichiro Otsuruda. I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered that man's name. So the second part of his plan, he needed a shorty. So this man dialed up one of his shorties on his roster and called her and said, hello?
I'm over here stroking my dick. My dick run out. My shit. I'm horny as
I was not ready for that.
I was not ready for that. It don't make it better. I kept saying that last night. I'm just over here stroking.
Bro got the jerkers like neck on his desk, bro.
Man, I was stroking my shit.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
The next day, Light ends up meeting the girl to go on their date to Disneyland. And of course, Ray Pember is right behind them, following them, all according to Light's plan. So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Pember sits right behind them. So about a good 15 minutes later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on the bus. And this man wasted no time. He cocked back the gun and said, "Hey, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'ma blow this nigga brains out." But sir, please. I ain't playing with you. So this man called up Disneyland and said,
"Oh, we just gonna bypass the bros apart joke." Oh, oh, you just ain't gonna say shit.
I wasn't.
You just ain't gonna
I
say
wasn't-
shit.
What do you say to that?
Let me hear y'all best Rosa Parks impersonation.
Get the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation.
What? It's just gonna be niggas telling him no?
Sir, please. I'm playing with you, nigga.
Oh my god.
Landon said, bring out all the cash you made today and make sure the nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume.
Sir, we're able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse costume?
So I can get my nut off, nigga. The fuck else you expect? So while this
Okay.
lunatic is high out of his mind and going wild, this man Ray Pember leans over and says, all right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray Pember, FBI. So when this man Light looked at this man's ID, bro just smirked and thought in his head, you stupid ass nigga, all according to plan. So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, the fuck you moving for, you little shit? You want me to blow your brains out, nigga? But Light meant to drop that paper because that was a piece of the DeathNote. So old boy turns around and starts tweaking because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying the mag, trying to shoot this man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said, "Oh Lord, get me off this bus." So the bus driver stops. Bro runs out into the street, and Cartoon comes flying down the street and splatters this nigga's guts like the Nickelodeon logo. And of course, Light is sitting on this bus with no emotion, looks at his watch, and said, 11:45 on the dot, right on schedule. Light staged this entire bus jacking, because using the DeathNote, he made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out and get hit by a car due to accidental death. And then at the end of this, Ray Pember thinks nothing suspicious of this man, because he thought, I mean, it couldn't be Kira, because he would have just offed him when he got on the bus. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan. So about a week later, at a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Pember walking. So Light puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he gets behind him and says, Ray Pember, don't move a fucking muscle or I'll drop your ass right here. So Light tells this man that he's Kira. And to prove it, he said, look over there. You see that nigga with them glasses on? I'ma drop that nigga right now. And bro right here starts having a heart attack and dies. Bro straight up off this man in the public
For no fucking reason, bro.
Don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender and a
Oh wait, never mind. Hold up.
Yeah, because it said it was a sex offender on the storyboard. I was like, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, that threw off my head for a second. But damn, bro was trying to change his life. Bro out here squeaking.
How do we know that?
I don't know, man. That boy just dropping everybody.
For all I know, he could have been like Springtrap, like just bringing niggas in the back, leaving little kids alone.
Oh my god, man. That's sick.
Little boys the other day. So Light gives him an earpiece and tells him to board a train. So later on when he boards the train, Light tells him to open the envelope. And he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear, I want you to write your boss's name and every single FBI agent that came here in Japan. Do what I'ma drop your ass and your bitch right the fuck now. So Ray Pember writes down all the names. So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train. So 30 minutes pass. Ray Pember gets off the train and it happens. And right before the lights went out, this man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time and thought before he died, you've got to be fucking me. So after the lights went out for Ray Pember, so did the rest of the FBI's. Cause the sheet that Ray Pember wrote those names on were DeathNote sheets. So the other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right after Ray. And just like that, Light Yagami did the unthinkable. This man bitched the FBI because the director of the FBI calls L and tells him, Mr. L, I'm sorry, but America's gonna have to pull out. This shit's getting out of hand. Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap, but there was one problem. There was a loose end, and that loose end was Ray Pember's fiance, a former FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out whoever Kira was had to be on that bus. Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack. So a couple days later, she goes to the police station because she's basically figured out this entire thing. All she needs to know was who was on the bus. So when she goes to the police station and asks to speak to Light's dad, who is over the case, just by coincidence.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. It ain't nothing serious.
Walks in and overhears her talking about it. So Light was like, who the hell is this bitch? So he walks up to her and tells her, hi, excuse me, ma'am. My name's Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying? So they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first thing Light asks is, Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name? So she says, my name's Shoko Maki. So Light already has the name. So now his plan was to just talk her up, figure out what she knows, and if she knew too much, he was gonna off her. So they kept on talking, and she just kept on yapping. But everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that, so my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID, and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed his ID to, that's most definitely Kira. So Light was like, she knows way too much. She got to die now. Cause if they pull up them bus cameras, Light's cooked. So here go this sinister ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name. So Light thinks he's got her, but a couple of more seconds pass, and she's still alive. So Light ends up figuring out because Ryuk's ass was laughing at her the whole time that she used the alias. So that was not her real name. So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now. Cause if she gets back to the police station, he's done. So he pulled this last trick out of his ass and told her, well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, I have connections to L too. So this Pinocchio, long-nosed, lion-ass nigga basically baited her and told her, you know what, man, you are really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials. So obviously, she jumped at the idea because she wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice. So she whips out her ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So right before tragedy was about to strike, she asked this man, why do you keep on looking at your watch? Oh, because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch. And it was over. She ended up walking away and she's going to unalive herself in GTA. And while she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying, oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone, right? I thought we were gonna catch Kira. And what makes this even more tragic, they never found her body. We don't know what the hell happened to her.
Oh, God,
that's she unalived herself. And with that, the bus jacking incident comes.
That's actually just evil,
bro. That's just
that
bro.
nigga needs to be put down.
Bro.
That nigga needs to be put down,
bro, for no reason. Cause he went from messing with villains, right? And that was kind of understandable. It's like, bro, okay, it's villains. They did some fucked up shit, right? She literally was like, I just lost my husband. Of course, I want to bring the killer. That was just terrible. And he played in her face so bad. It's like, damn. Cause I saw that part and I was like, damn, she really, she really got off.
She just looking at Adventure Man's and yeah, that just made me sad, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh,
moving on, we got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence.
Yeah, if you think that's bad and that's just the beginning, and I see that's just Exhibit A, it gets worse. It gets worse. Oh God, it gets worse. You think you ready for that?
I mean, I ain't got no choice.
obviously, one of Light's biggest opposition is L, one of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's anime Sherlock Holmes, and this nigga's on Light's ass 24/7, cause he always had a hunch that Light was Kira. I mean, he literally walked up to bro and said, "Hey man, my name's L, and I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira."
What?
I'm not sure all the way, but there's like a 5% chance, bruh. He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room, watching him 24/7. So you know damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
Alright.
Be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and introduce
Yo.
Misa, absolute brain dead. This girl suffers from brain rot.
The fuck am
What the fuck was that?
Suffers from brain rot. And she's
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
deeply in love with this nigga. And the reason why is because her parents were murdered. And lo and behold, guess who brought justice to the murderer? That nigga. And how she got a death note is even crazier. One night she was walking home and she got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga. And he was ready to kill her. So a CjDaChamp named Jealous, that was weirdly in love with her, decided to save her life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way. And Tada, Miss Brainrot, became the second Kira. So Light decided to use her because she had the CjDaChamp eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he needed her to dep in his bag so he could kill people 10 times easier. So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes, and one day, Elle ends up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira, because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So Light said, F it, it's time to activate my master plan. So to make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks. And in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules that basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira, while I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note, and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his confinement, Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion off of him. And on day 15, the murders started back up again. And the person murdering these people was Mr. Kyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba Group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas.
Hey, that's some real nigga shit right there, though.
How? Wait.
Nigga is about his money. Real nigga shit right there.
Shut the hell up.
Their downfall was they had some rats. And that was these two right here, because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time. So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light, the 2 smartest niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously, ended up figuring out that it was Higuchi. So one night, they end up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is. So later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting stopped by a cop. So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, alright. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the CjDaChamp ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, but then just hit the gas and took off. So this man starts a whole high-speed chase running from this cop. And about 5 seconds later, the cop ends up having a heart attack and crashes into the back of a truck. Another victim by truck coon. Damn, this nigga's on a tear. So that Arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from DeathNote to Tokyo Drift. So this man had the whole task force chasing him, L Light and Watery in the chopper, and they was not playing games. They said this shit ends tonight. So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this man runs into a police blockade. So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the helicopter and says, not on my watch, fuckboy. And shoots his tire out, makes him spin out, and he crashes into the wall. And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that man. So they cuff him, pin him down, and they start interrogating him. Now here is where this master manipulator plan comes full circle. So while they're interrogating him, Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car, and he finds the death note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing Rim freaks the fuck out. So then the other detective comes over, and he says, Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for? So that man L says, bring the notebook over to the helicopter.
Oh my
so
God.
L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were two Kiras. And while that was happening, Light was like, let me see it. And Light grabbed the notebook and started tweaking. Bro looked like he entered the avatar state. Every single memory came back into this man's head. So L was like, bro, are you good? And Light was like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It swaps over to his face and it's over. This nigga just thinking, yes, I've won. All according to plan. So this man pulls out a piece of paper that he had in his watch, plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood. And 40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies. And look at this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about to get worse.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
No, because there is two notebooks. Never mind. Because I was gonna say if I was, I'd have been like, nigga, I just handed you that book, and he all of a sudden he's dead.
Yeah, cause in his head he like, all right, there's two notebooks. We got the one right here. Apparently the other one, he's in his head was like he's watching this whole altercation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's the fact that Light literally planned all of this. Like he's supposed to be Eren Yeager. Like he just saw the future. No. He planned all of that shit.
Could you imagine, like, if he didn't end up touching the notebook and he just forgot everything?
Yeah, exactly. He just forgot everything if he had not touched the book. If he wasn't curious to be like, oh, let me grab the book. But since he saw everybody else touching it, he was like, oh, let me grab it. How would you know that you were going to touch it at one point?
That's the same notebook at that.
It was the other one, because the other one, the one he had the black character, the black figure, the Shimigami or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And when they touched that one, it was the female one, because the female one was with the girl with the shorty. Yeah. So that was her book. So now I don't know what his book, he relinquished that one. So I remember this show, but I barely remember it. But I do remember that part because that's her book that they got. And he's off doing, I don't know what he's doing. I forgot what he's doing around this time.
Here. So they get back to headquarters and they start looking over the death note and they find those fake bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other death note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him. So she makes the Shinigami ideal again, cutting her lifespan again. And he makes her start killing people again. And this is where Rim ended up realizing what Light's full plan was. And that was to get suspicion back on Misa so that Rim would have to intervene and kill L to protect Misa because Rim deeply cared about Misa. So it was pretty much wraps from here. The power goes out and she done already killed Watery. This old man fighting for his life. So he ends up deleting all the data and then a few seconds later, it happens. L has a heart attack, falls over. And before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil, dick-headed ass smoke just to rub it in at the last second. And the lights went out. L was dead. Now here
Sick
comes the
word.
to swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like, oh, no! It was the Shinigami, guys! You know, y'all, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do hate this nigga. But I have to admit, game is game. This man is the best mass manipulator right beside this bastard. So then later he ends up finding Rim's pile of ashes because she died because she was saving Misa, and Light just casually takes his death note back. So after this, Light was about to go on another mass murder requiem. This man stands at the top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These two people that were on the task force, that were basically convicts, yeah, it was wrapped for them. Bootleg Nina Williams. She's out here riding her motorcycle. She has a heart attack.
Swears all day, beat.
And dies. And this next one was tragic. This dude right here, Iber, his wife and kid walks in the room, and the kid's like, Daddy! Just to
Oh,
see his dad.
damn. Damn.
I don't got nothing to say. It's just
Damn.
That's all I
Damn.
can say.
Damn. Damn.
Shit is just sad, Brody.
God damn. I forgot about that. I forgot about that so bad. God damn. Just to imagine, look at the little nigga. He's so happy. He's just so happy, like Daddy. And it's just like
Your daddy dead.
your daddy dead. Your daddy dead. Your daddy dead.
Fall on the ground. Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba Group? They thought they were scot-free. Ringo
Nope.
gets up and tells Suguru that we did it, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is about to roar. Just for this
And drop.
blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He has a heart attack, and every single member of the Yotsuba Group died. But Light didn't stop there. Now, I have a theory, because they didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now, you see this woman right here? Peep this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals being wiped out, she is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news reporters that said some shit about him. I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. That nigga said fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ. And after this, it just got worse.
Let's see.
5
5, bro. 5 years. And again, I know I kept saying I forgot, but just watching it again is just like hitting the back of my skull. Yes, he already graduated from from high school and everything, and it's just like, how do y'all not know it's him?
Nigga spent 1,825 days just killing niggas.
Just offing him, bro. Like, when is gonna be enough? He didn't care.
increased tenfold because there was nobody that could stop him. So this is a time where this man had to have dropped off at least 100,000 plus.
More, it felt like more than that.
Claimed him as law, judge, jury, and executioner because they couldn't do nothing. Look at George Bush old ass. He ain't do shit. But I can't blame the old nigga because Light's reign of terror just got worse
And worse.
and worse and
And
worse.
worse.
I mean, the nigga can control Truck Kun on command. And the most chilling thing this man ever did was go to L's grave and just start derangingly laughing his ass off. Look at this.
Okay, I've
nigga.
seen
He
this,
has his
'cause
ass up. He's
what
twerking.
the fuck?
His shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit.
Nah, bro.
There's
Nah.
not even anything there.
Nah, bro. Sir.
I'm just saying, nigga, if you're gonna shake some ass, at least have some ass to throw.
What you doing here with all that ass and don't know how to throw it?
What do you mean with all that ass? Look at him. Flat as a pancake. Flat as a pancake.
Bro, shut up.
He's
Just
twerking.
bow. That's that booty meat.
I mean, look at that thing. That shit
What
is
booty meat,
crazy.
nigga?
This nigga like.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna throw ass, at least have some ass to throw and be good at it, though. Is there something wrong with that statement?
There's nothing wrong with the statement. It's just like, I know that touched the souls of certain people. Like, what you doing here with all that ass and you don't know how to throw it? That's a waste of booty potential right there. You have all that cake back there, all that batter, right? And you can't even shake it. Shame. Oh my God.
Eat my testicles, nigga.
He got one more time with this hot
We
tool.
now move into our final set of evidence. Now, at this point in time, Light has taken the mantle of L. Yes, Light just didn't kill L. He took his whole flow, his whole name. And L's successors, Near and Mello, are now on his ass. So Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the DeathNote. So guess what Light did? Ding, 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 you probably guessed it. Light kills the director of the MPA, so the Mafia will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of this last little list that I have. So you want to hear some more terrible shit? I got you. So since Light killed the director of the MPA, Mello and the Mafia decided, let's kidnap this man's sister so they could get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got
Please don't
back
tell me
his
he's finna kill his sister.
She was so traumatized by this experience. Her
That
mind
hard
was
work.
broken.
Yeah.
She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything at Arkham Asylum. And his sister was sadly a victim of his actions. But guess who also was a victim of his actions? His daddy. Yeah. This man used his dad as a pawn. So to get back that death note, Light decided to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said, Kira will be relinquishing his death note to somebody in the task force. And guess who took ownership of that death note and made the Shinigami ideal? His daddy. So later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant about writing his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back, and Mello blows up his hideout. So after this, they are in the hospital, and Light's dad is about to die. So you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does? He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name down.
Is this nigga serious?
Come on, old motherfucker, help me out here, damn it. Do something useful for your son before you fucking die.
Like, bro got so. Now that I remember, bro got so desperate towards the end. He started fumbling so bad, where everybody would start pointing in the directions. Like, all right, you doing a lot of weird shit.
I'm so it's really just your stupid ass nigga.
God. Get him the fuck out of here.
Oh God.
Black, get him the fuck out of here.
Like, I can't begin to tell you how pathetic this shit was. Yo dad is
about to die.
Because of your actions, by the way, and you begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard. And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had the Shinigami eyes, he looked at Light and said, oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that you not Kira, because I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace. This man's dad died not knowing that his son was Kira because he relinquished that death note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the death note, a person
wouldn't have
with
a lifespan.
Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan. So his dad died living a lie. Sickening shit. And his blood is on Light's hands. So this man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now we have come down to our last major victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger in the world, and Light was out here inciting riots to stop Near, he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man, that he personally chose after making Misa relinquish her death note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Demigawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
Tell me how you feel now. Yes, Lord.
So Mikami said, fuck these niggas. So he deletes every single one of these lunatics on live TV.
Bro. Oh.
I got nothing to say.
No, it's the church music in the back, and I'm trying my best not to let my inner nigga just go. Why people sit here dying, bro?
Then he saved every single one of these lunatics on live TV.
Because he just.
Didn't he call his fat ass for last? He said, "The doors of the church are open, but not for you." So after Mikami disbanded,
Hello, one more time. I'm sorry.
so after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson, and that was Kiyomi Takeda, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college. So you see where this is probably gonna go, right?
Hell,
Light
it's
was just
shouting.
the task force that we should use Shorty to get some more leverage on Kira and find out who that is. But obviously, Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night, he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation riz. How you doing, Shorty? You looking as fine as ever. And he just had her in the
7
hollow of his
o'clock
hand.
on the
So he
dot
basically
in
told
the
her,
drop top.
I'm Kira, and I see that my dog has chosen you as my
Don't do what you wanna
spokesperson. So I'ma make you.
It sounded like he was finna start spitting for a second. I'm not gonna hold
Oh
you.
She
God.
was so ecstatic. She was entrenched in this nigga. And yeah, y'all could probably guess what happened after this. Now they don't show it, but let's be real. Light laid the pipe on her ass.
Nah, he did.
How good is that dude?
No.
The fucking Gandhi picture, bro.
That's what you worried about?
Because it just got me off guard. I was not expecting to see Gandhi in here.
It's not the picture they got. Okay, I'm gonna go back, right?
You talking about the pipe though?
I want you to clearly listen. All right, just listen.
Oh no. That's probably how he had her though. We not gonna lie.
Oh God, why did he put that in there? And it's still going.
Done getting his freak on and getting Takeda to work with him, he had Shorty basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takeda, bringing her in and making her do some damn killing. And she was just dignitized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome. Shorty's was just fiending over that nigga for some odd reason. But time for shit to get crazy. So one day, Takeda ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed, and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said, "All right, chop chop. Take off them clothes and start shaking them booty cheeks. I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch." So while she starts stripping, she ends up taking a piece of the DeathNote out that she had in her bra. So while Mello's transporting her in the back of this truck, she ends up calling Light, and she on the phone saying,
Oh my god, baby, please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of a truck, and told me to shake my booty cheeks.
So Light said, "Baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you to do if you ever
Why
had
that
a
sound like Gordo?
situation like this?"
Let's see.
And that is what she did, because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga. But Light, being a sick and twisted bastard, decided, nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
So he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, "Send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree." So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, "Man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch."
Oh my God, bro.
And it was all over for Shorty. Light made her unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything on fire to get rid of every single piece of evidence. And just like that, that was Light Yagami's final victim. Because the next day on January 28th, this nigga got... I'm not gonna lie, with the final confrontation with Nier, Light got cooked. This nigga went out so sad, bro.
He really
Nier read
did.
this motherfucker like a book. It was actually fucking hilarious seeing this nigga lose his mind. Because Mikami utterly failed. So Light tried to pull a fast one, but Matsuda just dumped bullets in his ass.
Damn.
Mikami just
Bro empty out that mag.
committed seppuku, and Light just ran away, but they didn't even bother chasing him. He was done. So Ryuk, watching over the whole thing, was just like, "Well, I'll give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker."
but I'm about to put you down.
And on January 28th, 2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer dies of a heart attack. Man, how everything comes.
This is picture he got.
Doesn't it, buddy? All right, everybody, it's time for our final tally. Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And
Yeah.
he just wasn't killing criminals. He was killing innocent people, too. And
Yeah.
also people with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. Because this motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you know how many families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot. Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do. If one of y'all can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what that number gonna be right now? Drum roll, please.
A lot.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't lying. Anyways, man, that's closed. And that is another installment of Anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. So, hope y'all enjoyed and get ready, baby. Because our next...
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be Shredder. Shredder.
trial is gonna be the beefiest one we've ever had. Yes, I'm already giving you a warning right now. So until then, I'm out this, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be nice.